Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olson, the kicker Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. Off we go from Northwest Stadium. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. Now it's the Arizona product that is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down.
The tackle by the Guardian overshot. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Here's Daniels. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. 11 yards on the connection there. Good for a Commander's first down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
Pat! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Go!
Daniels gonna throw again. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. A big play there for Washington. 35 yards.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work 1st and 10. To the air again is Daniels. To the outside, catch made by Brown. And he will get into the end zone. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Washington. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball, it's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Makes the score. Commanders 7, Cowboys nothing.
So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A first carry for the former Tar Heel, Javonte Williams. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. The veteran Bobby Wagner in there on the stop.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Ball on the 27. Here's second and 8. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He'll get that to Javonte Williams. And he'll knock him down just shy of the 40. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Cowboys.
A gain of 13 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Yeah, baby. Hey, get him.
Here's Prescott. To the outside. Catch made by Pickens. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Yards on the pickup.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. 23 yards on that pass play. That's good for a Dallas first down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, here we go. I think. What do you think?
On the ground, this is Williams. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
On second down, a run with Williams. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. On to the second quarter. Cowboys possess the football as they've got it 3rd and 9 to begin.
Here we go. Wide eight. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide eight. Wide eight.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. A throw on the move is caught. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance. We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
And he's into the end zone. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Prescott leading the Cowboys to the line for this 2-point try.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught in the end zone. And they take the lead by 1.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Oh, that is a duck on the kickoff. Not only doesn't it reach the landing zone, that's going to be spotted beyond the 40-yard line. A run to begin the drive, and it's Krusty Merrick. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
And the Commanders first down. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
60 Eagles.
On first down, it is back to Krusty Merrick. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the last snap, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
On the play.
Second and 10.
At the Cowboys' 49-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Open man left side is Brown. He's got it. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Nice. Let's go now. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Off he goes. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. That is a gain of 15 halfway there as he's down at the 15. 2 minutes to play in a tight one-point game in this first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Hubbard, very stout bit. That's going to bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They'll run the sneak, and he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, and he got what he needed. It is first and goal coming up.
I love this call. You're basically asking yourself, can your offense beat this defense? And they know exactly what play is coming. And I'll tell you the answer, it's an emphatic yes. They run the quarterback sneak right up the gut.
And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Commanders. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game.
So now Daniels and the Commanders offense gonna go for 2.
Here we go.
Will line up for the
Now Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision darted loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return, here's Turpin. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side. here for 1st and 10. Now Prescott, forced out wide. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their second as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Prescott escaping to his left. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Potentially very big call here. The task now, a really tough one. 3rd and very long. Prescott now. Forced out left. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down.
Ready. Let's go. Let's go.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
That is hauled in at the 5. He'll be taken down, but just like that, they are in business. It's 1st and goal.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. Now the Commanders will use their 3rd and final timeout. The clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Cougar 19. Get it. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Throwing again. Daniel. A look to the end zone, and it's broken up. Incomplete. There was no space, no separation that time. That's going to bring it to 3rd and goal.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
Come on. Set. Ready.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
These are the situations where, as an offense, you're trying to dial up your best play call to make sure this possession doesn't get wasted. But let's give credit to the defense. Big moment, big 4th down opportunity, and they're able to get off the field.
And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. We have hit halftime. We'll take a quick break, come back, 2nd half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 3rd quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. On the return, here's Turpin. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
Boys take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Like 26.
The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll pick up 2 out to the 27.
Williams, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, they need 7.
Yeah, 26.
They'll go again here with Williams. And let's give it about 4 on that one. It is Percy Butler to bring him down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Cowboys.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations? The key to great defensive line play is the get-off. When that ball moves, how fast can you get off the ball and get into the backfield? That's exactly what we saw here. Quick read, react, get off the block, take him down for a loss.
Second down, Prescott. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On 3rd down, Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. A pickup of 12 yards. That's good for a Dallas first down.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
Here's a handoff to Williams. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those 2 things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go, line 8. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6. It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. You can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down, and they are going to set up from the 7-yard line.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal.
Yeah! All right, hey. 26.
One more time for Williams. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. 3rd and goal coming up.
Give credit to this defense, Mike. Their back's against the wall. They're standing tall so far. Nothing on those first 2 runs. We'll see what the offense has in store now as they bring up 3rd down.
For the lead, here is 3rd and goal.
Yeah, Billy. We're going to 53. All right, hey. Kill. 26.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that 3rd down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this 4th down after failing on 3rd. Yeah, I don't think this coach has much of a choice. I think he had to go for it. A field goal doesn't help you a whole lot. They're trying to take the lead here late in the game. But what a stand by this defense coming through, keeping them out of the end zone.
Here we go. 19 Tigers, go.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. He's got room past the 25. Deebo Samuel. And he has got this one all the way down to the 2-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. That is a 92-yard gain.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
Bruschi Merritt is in. Touchdown, Washington. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. So, following that touchdown, Moody is back out to kick it off. On the return, here's Turpin. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return.
At their own 38-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Kill.
Throwing is Prescott. Flushed to his left. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete.
Well, they pretty much need a touchdown on this possession, and I think if I'm the defensive coordinator, the fine line you have to find, Mike, is I know I don't want to give up a deep shot, but I also don't want to just play prevent defense and give up too much underneath. So just continue to find that balance, make them go the long way, and just bleed this clock.
That is hot! And he'll be taken down. And now the Cowboys are going to take a timeout, and they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that 1st down.
1st and goal, Dallas.
Williams will take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
For the two-point conversion.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Wide 8.
To throw is Prescott. That's caught. So they get the two-point conversion. And all of a sudden, that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the fourth.
There was no hesitation from this offense. Immediately after they scored that touchdown, the entire sideline was holding up two fingers. They knew exactly what play they wanted. They felt great about it coming into the game, and clearly the right choice.
So they've cut into the lead. Now just a field goal behind as they kick it off. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready. Come on. Set. Ready.
Start the drive with Krosky Merritt. Modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. To the left side, it's caught by Brown.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
He keeps it himself. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line. A big one here in the fourth quarter. 38 yards.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Stack. Let's go.
They'll drop to throw. To the outside. Catch made by Brown. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Let's go now. 19.
They'll run with Krosky Merritt. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. Touchdown, Washington. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Oh, that may be the break they needed. That one's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Logan Wilson.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
On the return, here's Turpin. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw is Prescott. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Ready?
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Ready? Ready?
Throwing now. Daniels. Moving left. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. Ready?
To throw is Daniels. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
I feel like their quarterback, for the most part, has looked pretty solid. I mean, it's everybody else that seems to have let him down with the drop balls and the mistakes. That's really what's killing these drives.
That's over the middle and intercepted. So they're going to have it at their own 20-yard line.
I got to be honest, Mike, I'm a little surprised in the fact that they're even deciding to throw the ball given the situation. I mean, it's unlikely that that decision will cost them the game, but stranger things have happened on a football field.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Dak to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball. So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. The Commanders will signal for the 1st of their timeouts. We'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game. We are set for 4th and long. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down.
Turnover on down.
Here we go.
On 1st down, Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Ready?
They'll throw with Daniels. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 17-yard line. Now a timeout here by Washington. That is their 2nd. And it comes with 15 seconds to play in the game. So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This from 34 yards. Moody's kick is good. And the Commanders will add to their lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
It's his ability to change direction. He's able to go from his back pedal to then driving that route fast enough that he gets to the ball immediately as it arrives, and he's able to knock it down.
Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
So Jake Moody now out for the field goal. This is going to be from 53 yards out. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So it's a win here for the Commanders. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Commanders are winners, as we say so long from just outside our nation's capital.